Hello, Michael.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Right? Did you go out today?
No.
So what did you do today?
Mm, I watch TV and did my homework.
Okay, today you watched TV and you did your homework. That's nice.
Yes.
So what did you do during the weekend?
I watch TV and did homework.
During the weekend.
Yes. I uh I don't I didn't go out during the weekend.
Oh, you didn't go out during the weekend. All right, that's nice. And what did you eat today?
I soy for breakfast. Um, Fried meat and rice for lunch.
And for dinner?
I didn't eat dinner.
Why?
Mm, I forget.
Oh, you forgot. And it's late.
Yeah.
All right, so welcome to class once again. I'm going to share my screen now so we can start today's lesson. 1 minute, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so we did this in our last class, right?
Yes.
All right, so today we are going to start from students should have part-time jobs. Students should have part-time jobs. So do you think students should have part-time jobs?
Mm, yes.
Okay, so why do you think students should have part-time jobs?
Because it um it can um, uh, get more money.
Okay, they can earn extra money. Okay, what else?
Um, uh, I don't know anymore.
Okay, so can you read this part for me? I want you to read. Almost every adult have a job. Michael, can
Wait
you
me a
hear
minute.
me?
Wait me a minute. Okay.
I said I want you to read. Read this part.
Um, Almost every adult adult has a job, but most students do not have a job. Maybe they need to have a part-time job.
Okay? So students should have part-time jobs because they can earn extra money, like you said. They can also become more independent and learn important skills. Skills like responsibility and time management. Okay? Doing part-time jobs also gives them experience. Okay? When they do part-time jobs, they will also have experience that will help them in the future. Can you hear me, Michael?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So if students do part-time jobs, they can also have experience that can help them later on in the future. Okay? So now let's move to the next part here. Think about part-time jobs that you want to have. Then answer the following questions. So I want you to think about part-time jobs that you want to have. Then you're going to answer the following questions. Okay? What part-time job do you want to have?
Mm, um, I want to. I want to.
I can hear you. What part-time job do you want to have?
Mm, I want to do a server in a coffee shop in
Okay?
a coffee.
You want to be like a waiter in a coffee shop.
Yes.
Okay? So how many hours do you want to work each week? How many hours do you want to work each week?
Mm, um, about 10 to 15 hours per week.
Okay, you want to work 10 to 15 hours per week, all right? And why do you want this job?
Because uh, it is easy
Because it's what?
easy to do this job.
Oh, because it's easy to do the job. Okay. So what skill do you need to learn?
Um, Shopping customer.
Can you
I
say
don't
that
know.
again?
I don't know.
Okay. So as a waiter, okay, as a waiter in a coffee shop, like you said, so there are some skills you need to learn. One skill is communication skills, okay? You need to learn communication skills. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Because waiters talk to customers every day, all right? So they need to learn and they need to be good, they need to know how to communicate to people politely, okay?
Yes.
They need good communication skills to help them understand people's orders, okay? Understand orders and also be polite, okay? Another one is they need to be patient, okay? You also need to be patient. Walking in a cafe, a coffee shop, you need to be patient, okay? You also need to learn teamwork. You also need to learn teamwork because you have other colleagues. There are other waiters, other waitresses, cashiers. You have other colleagues at work. You need to know how to work with others. Okay?
Yes.
So you need communication skills. You need problem solving skills. You need teamwork. You need time management. All right?
Yes.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
Okay. So now the first one, do you have a part-time job?
No, I don't.
Okay. So when should students start doing part-time jobs? When should students start doing part-time jobs?
Um, about 14 to about hmm, about 16 or 17.
Okay. So you think they should start doing part-time jobs from 16, 17, okay? All right. So 16, 17 years is okay because at that point you can be able to balance schoolwork and the job, okay? You can be able to balance both school and work, all right? The next one, should students be paid less than adults? Should students be paid less than adults?
Mm,
Do you think they should be
no.
less? Okay. So why do you think they should be paid less?
Mm, um,
Why do you think they shouldn't be paid less?
Um, they should pay fair.
Again,
They should pay fair.
they should pay what?
Fair.
Okay, I said, why do you think they shouldn't be paid less than adults? Why do you think they shouldn't be paid less than adults? Why?
Um, because because if they do the same amount of work, they should
Okay,
uh, pay fair.
okay, that's good. So if they do the same um, job, if they are doing the same job and working just as hard, okay, they do the same job at work, the same thing, they should be paid fairly. They shouldn't be paid less, okay? But however, all right, however, if they are less, if they have less experience, okay, if students have less experience, it's understandable if they earn a bit less than adults at first, okay, at first, remember, if they don't have much experience, it's understandable if they have or if they earn a bit less than adults. But normally, if they do the same job, okay, they should be paid fairly because they do the same thing. All right?
Yes.
Okay. So now here, let's move to the passage. Students should have part-time jobs. So I want you to read this part for me.
Korean students learn many subjects, but they don't have part-time jobs in many countries. However, students start doing part-time work when they are 13. South Korean students get part-time jobs when they are teenagers. Some people say that Korean students should should have a part-time job. First, they can learn skills that they cannot learn in school. For example, they may learn how to open or close a store. They may learn to look after the money. They may learn how to cheat customers well. Second, if students have a part-time job, they can learn to take care of themselves. Selves. They learn to be on time at work. They learn to be responsible for their behavior. Other people say that Korean students should not have a part-time job. First, it is very difficult to study and work at the same time. If Korean students do both things, they may get lower grades. That will stop students from being successful in the future. Second, having part- part-time job is not good for student health. Working and studying will make students very tired. When they are tired, they may get sick easily.
Okay, you did well. So I'm going to read now. Students should have part-time jobs. Korean students learn many subjects, but they don't have part-time jobs. In many countries, however, students start doing part-time work when they are 13. Should Korean students get part-time jobs when they are teenagers? Some people say that Korean students should have part-time jobs first. They can learn skills that they cannot learn in school. For example, they may learn how to open or close a store. They may learn to look after the money. They may learn how to treat customers well. Second, if students have part-time jobs, they can learn to take care of themselves. They learn to be on time at work. They learn to be responsible for their behavior. Other people say that Korean students should not have part-time jobs first. It is very difficult to study and work at the same time. If Korean students do both things, they may get lower grades. That will stop students from being successful in the future. Second, having part-time jobs is not good for students' health. Working and studying will make students very tired. When they are tired, they may get sick easily. Okay, so Michael, in your country, okay, in your country, do students do part-time jobs?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's good. So now let's answer the comprehension questions, okay? Number one says, when do students start doing part-time work in many countries? I'll read that one more time. When do students start doing part-time work in many countries?
Um, Students start doing part-time work when they are 13.
Okay, so in many countries, however, students start doing part-time jobs when they are 13. The next one, what skills can students learn by doing part-time jobs? Okay, I think I asked this question earlier. What skills can students learn by doing part-time jobs?
Um, they can learn skill that they cannot learn in school. For example, they may learn how to open or close a store. They may learn to look after the money. They may learn how to treat customer well.
Okay,
They can learn to take care of themselves.
all
They
right.
learn to be on time at work. They learn to be responsible for their behavior.
That's good. All right. Time management, responsible, communication, be polite. All right. The next one, how can students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves? How can students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves? How can
Hmm,
students with part-time jobs learn to take care of themselves?
hmm, I don't know.
Okay? They can learn to take care of themselves by earning their own money and becoming more responsible for their behavior. Okay? They can learn to take care of themselves by Learning to be responsible for their behavior. All right?
Yes.
What is a problem? Why is it a problem if students get lower grades? Why is it a problem if students get lower grades?
Um, that will stop. They may get lower grades. That will stop students from being successful in the future.
Okay? So if they get lower grades, that will stop students from being successful in the future.
Yes.
The next one, why is it a problem if students are tired because of studying and working? Why is it a problem if students are tired because of studying and working?
Because they may get sick easily.
Okay, they may get sick easily. All right, that's good. So now here we are going to look at the vocabulary words. All right. Can you pronounce the vocabulary words for me?
Behavior,
The next one.
customers, part-time, responsible, successful.
Okay, that's good. So now let's know the meaning of these words before we move to the next one. All right. The first one, what's the meaning of behavior? What's the meaning of behavior?
Mm, uh, it is action to do with someone.
Action,
Um, it is
behavior.
it is act to do with someone.
Okay. The way someone acts. Okay.
Uh,
Behavior is the way someone acts. Okay. Can you hear me?
yes,
That's
yes,
good.
I can.
So behavior is the way someone acts or maybe behaves. That's the meaning of behavior. All right. The way someone acts. The next one, customers. What's the meaning of customers?
A person who visit a store or shop
Okay. Who visits a store or shop to do what?
to buy something.
Okay. That's good. So people who buy goods and services from a shop or business. Customers are people who buy goods or services from a shop or business. Okay? So this is where we are going to end today, Michael. Tomorrow we are going to continue from here. All right?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for joining the class today, Michael. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye, Michael.